Good morning, everyone. Will here from the Ashland Fly Shop. We're in the third week of Feb, and we're talking about the fly fishing in our region here and give you an update here. The drama of winter steelhead, and that's right exactly where we are this year. Again, as I've said before, we're having quite a different year this year with all the precipitation and stuff. So we've just had some really big systems move through even this last week and really drop the river levels dramatically. But let's talk about the kind of the closest proximity to us here in Ashland and in southern Oregon, southwestern Oregon, the Rogue River. So we're starting to see some winter fish, really push into the upper river. We had some good conditions about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, in my last report. Not a ton of fish around, but now we're starting to see a few more fish. I'm starting to get some reports of, people getting fish fairly consistently. So, those reports vary greatly, but we are hearing some pretty decent reports of fish being caught in the upper river at this time. The hatchery's taken in I think around 50 or 100 fish, which seems small, but when you kind of average it out for winter fish, that's pretty reflective of a decent amount of fish in the upper river. Flows are like just over 1,000, I think, coming out of the dam, 12 or 1,300. They're just under 3,000 around the Dodge Bridge area, so that's good stuff. That's good. If you're in a boat drifting and you're nymphing, that's a very good setup. You'll be able to access a lot of the river. Also, swinging flies, that's a good swinging flies flow, actually. So that's looking really good. So we're really, again, as I've said last week or so, we're really in go time in the upper Rogue. For me personally, I feel like it's still a little bit early, but if you want to get out, and you've really got a chance at getting a fish at this point. So we're excited about that. We're excited to see the upper Rogue fish again for winter fish, and that's going to continue really into April. So just kind of keep in touch. But that's the period that I really get most excited about getting out there in the upper river, is really going to be kind of that March, mid-March, even into April. So keep that in mind. To the south, the Klamath is also a very consistent bet as we go into this time of year. The flows are good there, a little high. I think I saw they were like 1,500, so a little bit high, but very realistic. We've done a couple guide days down there recently and several fish caught. So that's really good to see. And that also will continue along. So I'm talking about that stretch around Interstate 5 there, kind of immediate up and downstream from there. That's a very good bet in there right now. If you're walking in or if you're drifting or doing a guide day, that's a nice stretch to do it in. People are starting to look at the North Umpqua, a very cool winter fly fishing venue for steelhead. The North Umpqua produces some very, very nice, very large fish every year. So the North Umpqua is definitely a solid winter. I almost feel like it's as consistent as the summer fishing, if not more. So I would take a peek if you're thinking about going up there, getting a sense of it. You haven't been before. The North Umpqua is a nice place to go. Really a swung fly venue up there, but a very nice place to fish and can be very consistent. And then lastly, looking at the coast has kind of been all over the map. Really dramatic flows down there, talking about the lower Rogue, Smith, Chetco, some of the smaller systems. Be in very, very good shape right now, but looking at those dropping into clear water. Looks like we have some storms coming in, some storms that could push the levels a bit. So I think the fishing out there is going to continue to be pretty solid for the next month or so. So that's also a great place. Trout fishers, take heart. We're going to really start talking a lot about trout fishing here as we go into the early spring. But there's going to be some good stuff opening up. So keep in touch with our newsletter, and you'll be the first to hear about what's happening there. What are the first things to come online? And I want to encourage you to sign up for our YouTube account under Ashland Fly Shop on YouTube. That's where you're going to find all of our videos, all of our past reports. You can subscribe there and you'll see when those are first posted. That's a good way to kind of go through and search through and organize all of our past videos and stuff. So I want to encourage you to check that out. Really appreciate you tuning in. Always appreciate it very much. Give us a call here at the shop if we can give you any more detailed information. Thank you very much.